Yugioh
is fucking expensive.
This week we're adding 5 cards to our deck again. Those are 3 Super Polymerization, 1 Linkuriboh, and a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Altogether, they came out to $6.17. We're going to be throwing the Starving Venom and the Super Polys in our deck because basically we want to be able to Super Poly, especially against our opponent Ikorion, but a lot of people play Dark Monsters. And we have the Linkuriboh because even if they don't have a dark deck, a lot of people do end up bringing a dark monster into the game during their turn. So we want to be able to stop them mid-combos. Also, it'll be good in the battle phase because we can attack with our Blue Eyes White Dragons and then Super Poly them away in order to bring out the Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon during the battle phase. It's actually a really good addition to the deck, in my opinion. And we'll see how it works out. And again, the Linkuriboh is there to be a dark target for the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. But let's jump into the deck profile and see what we could do this week. So here's the deck profile. I'm actually not going to go through it too much because I'm actually just sitting in my car at work. I'm making this video kind of last minute and I'm doing this right before I clock in. But here's the deck. We added in the Super Polys, the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and the Linkuriboh. Let's hope that we have some good luck with these duels, and let's jump right into them. So here we are with match number 1. We go first using Trade-In to draw 2 cards. We summon our Sage with the Eyes of Blue, and we use Mausoleum of White after adding Whitestone of Legend to our hand. So we add Blue Eyes Chaos Max, and we add Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon to our hand, ending on a board of Linkuriboh and Hope Harbinger. So he goes ahead and summons Solid Soldier, and he summons his Shadow Mist, setting, I believe it's 2 mass changes face down. He activates mass change, which I attempt to negate, and then he goes ahead and activates the other mass change. So he adds the Honest Neos to his hand. I go to attack over his Dark Law, and he activates his Honest Neos. Unfortunately, I made the mistake again of hitting no chain or whatever it is. On the left hand side of most duels, or all duels on Yugioh Pro, you can actually click a button that says do not chain, and I must have clicked it in the previous duel, and yeah, that's pretty much why we lose this one. But I made sure to click normal chain. But let's go into the next duel. Duel number 2, we use Trade-In, send our Chaos Dragon Levianeer, and then we end up on a board of just Blue Eyes White Dragon with a face down Fruit and Chalice, and we summon the other Blue Eyes off of Whitestone of Ancients. So he polymerizations into his Absolute Zero, and he summons his Shadow Mist and sets a compulsory. So our turn, we actually go into battle phase. We attack over his Shadow Mist. He adds the Stratos, and then we summon our Sage with Eyes of Blue, and we summon our Dragon Spirit of Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, my bad, to bring out our Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. Then he goes ahead, summons his Solid Soldier and his Stratos. Then he goes into Destiny Hero Plasma and ends his turn. Our turn. We attempt to use the effect, but it's negated. We attack over his Plasma, actually being able to use Honest this time because we clicked normal chain, and then summon Maiden, end our turn. And he just surrenders because there's nothing much that he can do from there. So right now we're 1-1, which is pretty good so far. He goes first, summoning Solid Soldier, summoning Shadow Mist, activating its effect, adding mass change, so he sets the other mass change as well. Our turn. He summons out Dark Law and adds Honest Neos to his hand. We Dark Hole his field, and he brings out his Shadow Mist, so he mass changes it, which is very unfortunate for us. There's nothing we can do from there. We attempt to use Sage's effect on the Whitestone of Ancients, but because it didn't go to the graveyard, we aren't able to summon out the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and he just hits us for massive damage. I believe this is OTK, but yeah, it was pretty fun duels against Decorion. The gap is getting a lot smaller, and hopefully soon we'll be able to actually take a match against him, because it's been a while since we have. So, match number 2, we're going against some Phantom Knights variant, and he summons out his Tsuchinoko and Torn Scales, and then he goes into his Cherubini, brings out another monster, goes into Rusty Bardiche, and brings back his Cherubini, sets his Fog Blade, I believe, and then brings out his Torn Scales and his Silent Boots again, goes into the Phantom Knights of Breaksword, summons out the other two again, brings out Dark Rebellion and Xyz Dragon. So I activate Dark Hole, he protects his monster with the Phantom Knight's wings, then I activate the other Dark Hole, summon out an Honest, and he brings out his Bardiche, brings out Torn Scales, and then I attack over his Cherubini, but he destroys my Honest. He ended up on a really good board there, and let's go into game 2. So in game number 2, we decide to go first. We bring out the White Stone of Legend, use Sage on it to summon out Blue Eyes, and we add Blue Eyes to our hand, and that's basically all we can end on right there. He uses his reinforcement of the army to add a warrior to his hand, summons out Torn Scales, then basically goes into a really good combo, brings out Levianeer, brings out 2 more, and he summons out his Cherubini, brings out another Phantom Knights card, or not Phantom Knights, PK card, BAPK, pretty good deck. Has a board of 4 monsters now, sets Fog Blade, summons out Access Code Talker, makes it 4300 attack, and we Honest that. And he surrenders from there. So, not bad from here. We're on a 1-1, and we go ahead and try to activate our Dragon Shrine, which gets ashed, and then we Melody. We end up bringing out the alternative White Dragon and setting our Silver's Cry face down. He Cosmic Cyclones our Silver's Cry, and then brings out Torn Scales, brings out Kagemusha Knight, sends a card from hand to grave, brings out his Cherubini, and then he's able to summon out his Sir, and then brings out Rusty Bardiche, brings back Cherubini, sets his Knight's Wing, brings out 2, goes into Breaksword, and pops our monster, hits us for pretty dang good damage, down to 3400. So he has 4 back row set. I set a Silver's Cry, and he brings out his Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon and pops our back row. So then he just hits us for game. So both of our matches so far were 1-1. So let's go into match number 3. Match number 3, we're going against Pen Best deck. Let's go. He summons out Confi, goes into Magical Abductor, special summons out his Eyes Restrict, goes into Crowley, summons out or uses Spellbook of Knowledge, then he goes to use Magical Abductor's effect and brings out Linkuriboh. So for some reason he didn't go off there, but I think it's because he had 2 scales. I think he just misplayed a little bit, but that's fine. We summon out our Sage, bring out our own Linkuriboh, we Super Poly into Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and then we bring out our Blue Eyes White Alternative Dragon. We go into Blue Eyes Twin Burst, bring out our Chaos Dragon Levianeer, and then we attack over his 2 monsters, bringing out Hope Harbinger, and we end our turn from there. So he goes to activate a card, we negate it, and he ends his turn. Then we just attack into him for game from there. So in game number 2 against Pendulum, they activate their Chronograph Sorcerer, bringing their Time Gazer Magician to the Pendulum Zone. They activate their Endymion, and then they go ahead and use Magician's Restage. Well, activate Wonder 1 on their Spellcaster monster. They send their Metal Foes Fusion. They actually end up drawing back their Metal Foes Fusion. They use Magician's Restage again. They end up going into Crowley, and then they bring back their Magician monster. They go into Celine, the special summon the Blue Boy, and then end up on Unchained Abomination. We activate Trade-In, we activate Dragon Shrine, we summon Sage, activate Effect, we activate Melody, then we go ahead and Super Poly away their monster. We bring out Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon and Chaos Dragon Leviathan, and we just end up hitting them for game from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Luckily we were able to win against the Pendulum deck, but that means that I believe we only have $8.50 that we won this week. So again, you know, it's gonna be interesting trying to climb our way back to the top in this challenge. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll catch you later. Peace.